You ever feel like you've got so much potential, like big dreams, huge goals, but zero energy to chase them? You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But then tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And suddenly you're stuck in this weird loop where you're always planning, but never doing. And you start to wonder, is something wrong with me? Let me tell you something right now. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're just stuck. And guess what? I've been there too. You want to write that book, get in shape, start that business, change your life, but when it's time to take action, your brain is like, hey, how about we just scroll for a bit? But today we're breaking that cycle. Because in this video, I'm going to walk you through real, simple, no BS strategies that helped me go from overwhelmed and unmotivated to finally getting things done without burning out or hating the process. Let's break it all down. Let's get real for a second. You wake up with good intentions. Today's the day, you tell yourself. You're going to eat clean, go for a run, finish that side project, maybe finally clean out that closet. But then life happens. You open your phone for just a second, and suddenly it's lunchtime, and you've done nothing but scroll through memes, check emails, and wonder why everyone else seems to have their life together. By the end of the day, you're exhausted. And not because you did too much, but because you thought about doing too much. Sound familiar? This is what I call dream fatigue. Is that feeling of wanting more, doing less, and carrying the guilt in between. And here's the twist. It's not that you don't care, it's that your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. When something feels hard, like going to the gym or starting that side hustle, your brain hits the brakes. It chooses comfort. It says, let's just relax for now, we'll do it later. But here's the truth. Later doesn't exist unless you change the pattern. And you don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to start with the smallest possible action. Let me show you how. 1. Make it so small it's almost impossible to say no. Let me tell you why most goals fail. They're too big. Like, way too big. You want to write a book? That's awesome. Seriously, what a beautiful goal. But here's the thing. Write a book sounds huge. It sounds like months of work. Editing, outlining, second guessing every word, and it overwhelms your brain before you even pick up a pen. It's kind of like standing at the bottom of a massive mountain and expecting yourself to leap all the way to the summit in one go. Spoiler. That's not how mountains or goals work. So instead of thinking, I need to write a book, shift the mindset. Just write. One sentence. I know, it sounds laughably small. But that's exactly why it works. One sentence doesn't scare your brain. It doesn't trigger panic or resistance. It's so simple, your brain's like, okay, I can do that. And the magic? One sentence becomes two, two turns into a paragraph, and now you're in motion. You're doing the thing. Same exact principle with working out. Don't start with, I'm going to run 5 miles every day. That's intimidating even to people who like running. Start by putting your shoes on. Step outside, walk for 5 minutes. Heck, even standing in your driveway and taking a breath counts. The secret sauce? Momentum beats motivation. Motivation comes and goes. It's unreliable. But momentum? That builds. Once you take that first tiny action, even if it's laughably small, you create movement. And movement creates energy. So stop waiting for the stars to align or for your future self to magically be more disciplined. Instead, ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take right now? Then do it and watch what happens. 2. Build cheat code routines. Let's talk about willpower and why it's kind of like that friend who promises to help you move but bails the morning of. Willpower is like your phone battery. It drains throughout the day fast, especially when life throws meetings, emails, errands, and unexpected chaos at you. By the end of the day, you're left with 2% brain power and no energy to make good decisions. So, if you're trying to rely on willpower to make life changes, it's like expecting your phone to last all day on 5% and no charger. Not gonna happen. That's where routines come in. Routines are your cheat code, your backup battery, your autopilot. They take the thinking out of it. No more mental tug of war. No decision fatigue. Just, this is what we do. Want to drink more water? Leave a full glass on your nightstand the night before, so it's literally the first thing you see. Want to start journaling? Put your journal right on your pillow so you physically have to move it before sleeping. Want to stretch? Roll out your yoga mat before you brush your teeth. Make it part of the scenery. Over time, that one tiny habit becomes the foundation for bigger change. 3. Use the 2-minute rule. It's magical. Here's a rule that genuinely changed my life, and I'm not even being dramatic. If it takes less than 2 minutes to start, just do it. Seriously, that's it. That's the rule. You want to read more? Don't tell yourself to finish a whole chapter. Just read one page. One. That's all. Want to get your space in order? Don't plan to deep clean the entire room. Just pick up one thing. That's the win. Thinking about meditating because your brain feels like it's running 10 tabs at once? Cool, sit in silence for 2 minutes. Close your eyes, breathe, that counts. Because once you start, you're already halfway there. It's this cool trick your brain plays on itself. Psychologists call it the gateway effect. Doing a tiny version of something tricks your mind into being more willing to keep going. Like, hey, this isn't so bad. Let's do a little more. I like to call it the snowball start. The toughest part is getting the ball rolling, pushing it up the hill. But once you do, boom, it starts rolling on its own. Faster, easier, more fun. So, yeah, start with 2 minutes. Even if that's all you do today, that's still a massive win. You moved, you showed up, and that's how progress begins quietly, simply, and with a tiny push. 4. Reward yourself immediately. This might sound weird, but your brain loves rewards, like it really loves them. So give yourself one. And I mean right away. Not when you've finished the whole marathon of a task, but immediately after you take that first step. Did 2 minutes of stretching. Nice. Now hit play on your favorite hype song, dance around, vibe out, celebrate it. Wrote one paragraph? That's progress. Go make yourself a fancy drink or light your favorite candle. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to feel good. Your brain is kind of like a golden retriever puppy. It's eager, it learns fast, and it responds super well to positive reinforcement. When you reward yourself, even for the tiniest action, you're basically saying, hey, brain, doing this thing feels nice, let's do it again. We're not talking expensive shopping sprees or cake after every task. We're talking little things. A 5-minute walk, a few deep breaths, a song that makes you feel alive. These moments help create a mental link between effort and enjoyment. And the more you connect action with positive feelings, the more likely you are to show up again tomorrow. It becomes something you look forward to, not something you dread. Over time, this rewires how you approach effort. It transforms those moments into okay, let's go moments. And that's when habits start to stick. If this video made you feel seen or helped you in any way, do me a favor, like it, share it, and hit that subscribe button. And maybe even journal one small habit you're ready to try this week. You got this, and I'm rooting for you.